Hey guys, Austin with Sparks Black Rifle, and today we're going to talk about concealed carry. Hear a lot about a lot of different things, and I'm just going to focus on one thing today. That is carrying with a round in the chamber or without. So let's find out on the clock, because the timer doesn't lie. First 5 rounds, 1 round at a time. I'm going to be drawing from concealment, Glock 19, kind of your standard average carry gun, targeted about 6 yards. I'm not trying to go for blazing speed. I'm going to get all the rounds on the target and try to be as consistent as possible. 5 rounds on the timer, drawing the gun, round already chambered. It was a 149. $137. $131, little flinch. All right, 5 rounds. Last one was a 131. Right about 130. These next 5 rounds, I'm going to go ahead and clear the chamber before I shoot. Come out of the holster, rack the gun, get the round on target. It was a 167. Almost forgot to take the round out. Need to reload here. And go reset my target because it just fell over. $144 is not bad. One more round. It was a 164 on the last one. $149. So go ahead and average all these out. We'll figure out what's faster and really how much slower carrying that one round in the chamber truly is. Alright guys, so conclusions. 5 rounds from the appendix, round in chamber. 5 rounds from the appendix, racking round in the chamber and getting on target. I can tell you, went through the math, you already saw the averages. The average of racking round in the chamber was 16% slower, approximately 16% slower. So what does that teach us? Yes, there is a perceivable and measurable difference between racking around and getting the round into the chamber and the gun on target. We kind of all expected that. What we don't really expect is how much more difficult it is. So I draw from the appendix. This is my carry gun, Glock 19 Gen 3, pretty standard. It's got a stipple job on it, a set of Trijicon HD sights. That's about it. I do put an extended slide stop on my guns. It's something I prefer. I was drawing that out of a LAG Tactical Krieger holster. This is a dedicated appendix holster. So your results may change if you're drawing from the appendix, if you're drawing from the small of the back, wherever you prefer to carry your gun. And if you're going to be carrying a smaller gun, you know, the Glock 43, the Smith & Wesson Shield, no matter what it is, your experiences may vary. Something else we have to take into context too is I've been shooting for a very, very long time, and not to toot my own horn, but I've done weird things like that before. I've drawn the gun, racked it around in the chamber before, so it's something I'm used to. And if it's not something that you're going to be used to doing, it's going to be a lot more difficult. I didn't have any double pumps. I didn't have any, you know, getting the gun back here and feeding around halfway and jamming up the gun. I got clean rounds into the gun every time, all 5 times, and the rounds on target. I'll tell you something else. Even if just racking the gun was just a teeny bit slower, it's also a lot more a lot harder to control the gun. There's a lot more moving parts. There's a lot more things to go wrong. You know, in that defensive situation, when I'm all hyped up, my hands are going to start shaking. What if I miss the slide? You know, if I rack the gun halfway and jam the gun up, the gun's not doing me any good. So if you're going to be carrying around a chamber, which obviously by the accords of this video I do not recommend, you're going to need to practice it, and it's going to be something that you're going to need to be very fluid at. That being said, like I was saying about the control, it's a lot easier, especially, I mean, just in my point of view, just on those 5 rounds, to pull the gun up straight and get on target than to do all that extra motion of bringing my hand up, racking the gun, bringing my hand forward again, getting a good grip on the gun, and then pulling the trigger. So even if it wasn't slower, it is a lot less controllable, and I feel like if you're going to be in a situation, especially if you're going to be being rushed or something like that, that is a lot of things to go wrong when I could be simply pulling the gun. Worst case scenario, if I'm pulling the gun, I can start shooting right here. That's why you'll see a lot of people, they'll present the gun to the target first before they do anything with the grip. You'll see a lot of people, especially back in the early 80s, you'll see a lot of people grip the gun, they bring the gun down here, grip the gun, and then bring the gun up. All that is wasted time when you can get on the target. So if I can present the gun to the target quicker, I might not hit the target super effectively, but I can put rounds down range until I can get into a better position to grip the gun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I thought this was a pretty interesting question that I got posed the other day, so I figured, you know, it only took a few minutes out on the range to get this question figured out and measured, and 16% is the answer. So you know, definitely take a look at your own gear and your own skill set and really decide if this is something you're considering. If you're considering carrying a gun, or you already do carry a gun, maybe with or without a round in the chamber, consider it. You know, put this to the test. Don't take my word or anyone's word for it. Put it to the test for yourself and really see what makes the most sense for you. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Really appreciate you watching. If you did like the video and you want to see more, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and comment. Comment what you want to see us do more of, and we will definitely do our best to get out there and do it for you. So thank you guys. Have a good one.